How do you build a deck around one of these amazing new locations? We have Vibranium Mines added in the game today, so let's break it down. What's up guys, MtgJedi here, back with another Marvel Snap video today, and we are talking Vibranium Mines. Slight adjustment to the layout on the video as well, so let me know how you like that in the comments below, and let me know what you think about these ideas on building around these locations. We're going to do a deck build and play with Vibranium Mines today. When you play a card here, shuffle 3 Vibranium into your deck. And those Vibranium are 1 cost cards with 4 power. They have an ongoing effect, they can't be destroyed. Maybe there's a way to see that card in the game, I'm not sure. I couldn't find it, so hopefully we'll run into that, but there you go, you know what it is. So, let's come over here to the deck builds. And let's go ahead and delete this one. I was messing around with that the other day, and let's add a new deck here. All right, so this is going to be Vibranium, okay? Now, when you are thinking about building a deck around a location, there are a lot of things that you can do. You can, number 1, completely ignore the location. Number 2, you can build your deck to counter the location, or you can build your deck to take advantage of the location, okay? Now, I don't actually think that there are ways to counter this location. For example, you would think an obvious counter might be Killmonger. However, the Vibranium can't be destroyed. It's indestructible. And so Killmonger is not a good counter. He doesn't do anything, okay? So that's not a card you would want to put in your deck to counter it. There's, as far as I can think, at least with the cards I have in my pool, maybe I'm missing something, there's nothing else that we could do to counter it other than maybe running Debris. Debris is the only thing that I can think. Where did she go? She's right here. We could run Debris because she's going to add rocks to the location for both players, taking up space, making it hard for them to play their Vibranium out. Also, if you want to go along with Debris, you could play both of the goblins. So, man, I'm having a hard time finding cards today. I only have Hobgoblin. He's the -8, 5 energy one. I really want the -3 for the 3 energy one. That's Green Goblin, I think, but I don't have him yet. So those 2 cards do tend to go well with Debris. And so if you wanted to build a counter deck, we could start with those, but I don't know how effective that would be, okay? I suppose Professor X kind of minimizes the location, so you could start with that as a shell if you had that available, okay? But I think there's a better thing that we can do, and that is including Khazar in our deck, okay? Khazar obviously gives your 1 cost cards plus 1 power, and that's going to make your Vibranium into 1 power, or 1 cost, 5 power cards. And that simply is amazing. It's amazing. We can also run Moon Girl in there if we wanted to make extra copies of the Vibranium and kind of just spam that all over the board. So that would be an option. We may come back to that. And then obviously if we do that, we might want to go Devil Dino. Another thing that is going to be very important here is to run America Chavez. The reason being, if you add all of these extra cards to your deck, it's much less likely, I was going to say unlikely, it's much less likely that you're going to draw your big top-end cards. So adding her to the deck is going to let us draw the Vibranium and still have access to a big finisher. Lastly, another finisher that we do want to add to the deck is going to be Spectrum, okay? Now, with Spectrum, that's going to allow us to add some more ongoing cards, which we're going to get to in a second. And it's going to allow us to have +2 power to all of our Vibranium. Super, super exciting. So let's add her in there. Now, lately, I have been absolutely obsessed with my dude Patriot. This guy is literally my favorite card right now. It's the most successful deck I've ever played. I'm climbing the ladder finally again. I was stuck for a while, but Patriot has been really great, so we're going to add him in here. He will not buff the Vibranium. However, he is going to buff the other cards that we're going to play. And then he has an ongoing effect, so he will get buffed by Spectrum if we play her instead of America Chavez. So, what other cards are we going to want to play in here? Well, let me tell you. I think that the cards that we want to play in here, I love Sunspot in decks where you're not sure if you're going to use all your energy, and since the Vibranium is so cheap, that could be the case here as well. We're going to run Misty Knight so we can have another 1-drop for Khazar, and that also works well with Patriot. And then we're going to come to the 2-drops, and we're going to look at for our ongoing cards as well as the no ability cards. So we're going to put Shocker in here, and we're going to put Armor in here. And both of those are going to really help us. Armor is a very great meta choice right now. Shocker is going to work well in this deck. So we're not going to get all of our cards buffed by Spectrum. We're not going to get all of our cards buffed by Khazar. But we're going to take advantage of a lot of different things with a build like this. And it's going to make each game seem very different, fun, and unique. We want to get another 3-drop in here, and I think that our best bet is going to be either Mr. Fantastic or Punisher. We could run Cosmo as options. We could run Cap. I don't think that I want to do Debris today. I have not run Punisher nearly enough because I hate this artwork and I've been looking for an alternate. So let's go ahead and run Punisher in the 3-drop spot. We might want some other 1s and 2s here. Brood could be an option because the Broodlings, but I don't think we want to do that for this deck. I don't think that we have any other options. We might want Scarlet Witch in this deck, just as a tech card, but I'm going to think about that. I don't know if we really want to do that. So let me see, who else would we want to add in here? And this is the thought process. You just want to go through and think about your cards, how to play them, what would go well in the deck, etc. Elektra would be good, but you're not going to be able to destroy. I bet you Ant-Man will be good. He's ongoing and a 1-drop, and I bet we're going to fill our locations pretty easily with the Vibranium. So we're definitely going to want a second 4-drop, and I think I'm going to run Jubilee. We could easily run Shang-Chi, we could run Enchantress who might screw us, we could run one of the other 4-drops that buffs themselves, any of these ones. If we were gonna run Devil Dino, we could run Moon Girl. I might try a variation of that because it's only 2 cards. So, like, as our last 2 cards, we could run, say, Moon Girl instead of Jubilee and then Devil Dino. But I think I'm going to hold off on that. And then for our 5-drop, I think that we want to get Iron Man in here. Now, obviously, there's a lot of different choices we could make here. We only have 2 2-drops. And we have 2 3-drops, 2 4s, 1 5, 2 6, 3 1s. So it will be a pretty good curve. But I think this is what we want to try. If I had Adam Warlock, I would consider playing him because he's going to let us draw extra cards, although he is very hard to utilize. If there was another card that I'm forgetting that draws us 1-drops or draws us extra cards, I would love to play that in this deck. I just don't know what that is at this current time. Okay? Now, I would imagine your Red Skull is going to be terrible against Vibranium. I would not run him. And then I'm sure maybe is this one? No, that's discard. All right, so let's go ahead and play this deck, the Vibranium deck, and see how it runs. And then basically what I do is I play a couple times with it, see how it runs, and then adjust accordingly. But oftentimes my first build is pretty close to what I want to be doing, but with the Vibranium Mines specifically, there's a lot of things that would work well and that you could do. Alright, so we have our opponent. Our first location is nowhere, so there's no on-reveal effects. We have a pretty amazing hand here. I would say Jubilee does not work well in this hand, unless we would get Khazar maybe. But we don't want to play to our unknown locations if we can avoid it, because we want to get that Vibranium into our deck as soon as possible. I'm not going to play anything on turn 1 here, because I don't have a 2-drop. I might regret that if we draw one of our 2-drops, but we did not. We do have multiple 3s, so I'm going to go ahead and play Misty Knight here. And then hopefully this is our Vibranium Mines over here on the 3rd location. No. Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. So we want to maximize this, but I think that what we'll do is start out by going Punisher or Patriot. We do not have a lot of payoffs in the deck, actually, for Patriot. So I'm wondering if he was the right choice. I think maybe we ended up with more ongoing, and he's not going to end up doing that well in this deck. So that might be a change that I would make. I had intentions of putting more cards with no abilities in there, and I never got around to putting them in there. Okay, they did Storm, which is perfect for us here. There's our first copy of Vibranium, but I think, should I do Jubilee here? No, I'm going to go Ant-Man, Vibranium. Or should I go Patriot and Vibranium? Let's go ahead and do the Vibranium, and let's do the Patriot. I don't know what card would go well here. I guess if that was Mr. Fantastic, who I was thinking about putting in the deck, that would be a really strong play here. Okay, let's do that. Then they're both going to get +2 from Spectrum when we play her on turn 6. So that would put us to 9. That is unfortunate, but we do have our Khazar here. So let's go ahead and do Khazar, Ant-Man, and then we can Spectrum. That sounds great. Okay, and it looks like they are not playing 2 Vibranium Mines. They are trying to avoid that. And they Devil Dino'd on the left, so that works out very well for us. We don't want America Chavez this game, but we do want Spectrum. Now, if we take out Patriot, we might also want to take out Jubilee, because Jubilee getting Spectrum or Patriot was one of the main goals with the deck. So we might swap those 2 out here. Okay, this looks great. Then we can maybe get another 1-drop in there. Oh, they did a leader. Okay, I think that still works out well for us. And we're tied at 10, and then we win the tiebreakers. Yes, sir! Let's go! So then, after I play the first game, a lot of times I know exactly what changes I want to make. So, in all actuality, it was really good that we built it this way so that we could come in here and make those changes. Let's pull it back up. Let's take out the Patriot and put in Mr. Fantastic. Let's take out the Misty Knight since we took out the Patriot. And then we can put in somebody a little bit more potent. I would say there's a lot of options. I do like Hawkeye. I haven't played him in a while, but he's on reveal. Is there any ongoing one costs? I don't think so. So we could easily do Ant-Man. I guess oh no, he's not even ongoing. No. No. Yondu's on reveal as well. Yondu would give us a little interactivity. Nightcrawler would let us move around the board. I don't know, let's play Hawkeye. I haven't played Hawkeye in a while. Let's play Hawkeye, and then let's go ahead and take Jubilee out and see what other forecast that would be great for us to run. It seems like we're not going to be filling locations as easily as I expected. So maybe someone like Namor here would be good. He has an ongoing ability, or I bet you we're going to be playing to all 4 locations, though. Let's go ahead and put Namor in the deck and see how that goes. Come in here and run a second game. If you're enjoying this content, please hit the like button. Would love to have some more of you as subscribers, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so we can go on this journey together. We hit Vibranium Mines as our first one, so we can go 1 into 2 ones next turn, and that is perfect. Okay, there's 3 into our deck. Ooh, he got the Khazar. This would have been the perfect hand to draw Khazar with. Okay, so then we're going to go 1 and 2. And this is a game you're going to see the power of Sunspot in a deck like this. Anytime I play Sunspot in a deck, I do think automatically about playing Infinite. Oh no! Electra's so bad with the Vibranium though, but whatever. Alright, so we should be drawing Vibranium for probably the rest of the game. And I think Punisher is going to be great here. And then we will definitely... Oh, we should have Punished on Sinister London. Well, what we could do is play our America Chavez. She's going to be great on turn 6. That'll show you the power of her in this deck as well. You play a copy, add a copy to an opponent's hand. So on 4, I think we want a Namor here. And what happens if I Namor over here on the left? Nothing happens. It'd be fine. It would not be ideal because he's 3 power and we could have a Vibranium there. But I think it's fine. Hopefully we'll hit the middle 2 with our Namor. But if not, oh well. Okay, well, we didn't hit the middle, but that's alright. Now we have 3 Vibranium here. So I think that we just want to play them all middle and then fill that last spot with America Chavez. That sounds great. 1, 2, 3. It's unfortunate that we had Scorpion twice here. And that did affect that Namor as well. So that has a big impact on this game. But let's go ahead and play here. And then actually, I think if we America Chavez, that's going to increase our power at Sinister London. So... Oh, geez. We're at 0. Oh, no! Completely wrecked over here. Alright, here's Chavez. So, our only choice is to play her here. And you can see there, I think they're trying to counter the Vibranium Mines with that Hobgoblin. But a nice little trick to get Hobgoblin is with Odin. Okay. That's going to cause us to lose the left. Wow. What a great play from our opponent there. That was pretty rough. Let's get one more game in here and then wrap this video up for you guys. I've been doing 3 games on these playthrough type of videos. Let me know if you feel like that is a good level of games. I've been liking that. It tends to get us a good mixture of things that happen. So, but, you know, let me know what you think about that. Oh, we still have Shocker in the deck. Okay, well, that is shocking. We only had Misty Knight and Shocker. We swapped the power and cost of things, giving us a 0 power or a 0 energy Iron Man. I'm going to hold off another turn since we don't need to do anything with Hawkeye yet. And they did Scorpion here, just absolutely crushing us with the locations plus their cards. We're going to give all cards +2 power here. So, if I do Hawkeye, or we could do one of our drastically overpriced. No, there's no sense. Let's just get down to Hawkeye Ant-Man. Because next turn we can Khazar and we can put our Iron Man there. And that all sounds great. Let's do that. Oh, they have a Wong. Okay. And a White Tiger. Wow, that's a powerful combo I'm not sure we're going to be able to beat. We also have a Namor. So let's go ahead and Khazar here. That way we can save our Iron Man for whichever location we want. And then maybe we can Namor mid. Let's just leave it like that for now. Oh, completely wrecked with the Killmonger. Completely, absolutely wrecked with the Killmonger here. So, it is turn 5. So, we can Namor mid and Sunspot. Or we could... Well, we're going to draw Chavez on 6. So, this is going to go to 9, which is definitely not going to be enough. I'm not sure that there's any way that we can win this game, so let's retreat and play one more. That was about as bad as it could get, even though we had the that 0 power or the 0 energy Iron Man. Sheesh. All right, let's go one more change to the deck. I'm sure you guys were yelling at me in the comments below. If so, that's totally fine. So what 2-drop would be better to have in here? I mean, we could play Scarlet Witch. I'm thinking that I just think we want Lizard. I think we just want Lizard. All right, let me actually double check that we fixed all the things. We got a little ongoing stuff, a little bit of 1-drop synergy. I think this is good now. All right, so let's come in here. Either way, I hope you're enjoying the video here. A little bit longer for my content, but if you're still here, thank you for sticking around. All right, so we got Vibranium on the first bot. That seems great to Sunspot into. We have Lizard over here, as we can go 1, 2, 3 right there on those Vibranium mines. We got cards costing 1 less. So we can do... I feel like I don't know where I want to play Hawkeye. That's how I feel. Go Hawkeye here, and then Punisher mid. Let's do that. And on this, cards cost 1 less. That's a great addition for Sunspot as well. Got Angel in there, so it's probably the Destroy deck. I would think this is a good matchup for the Destroy deck. What card? We get Morbius? Alright, sure, that's a thing. So, on this one, we can Namor here and Vibranium here. That seems great. Morbius is going to be terrible for us in this game, I think. They're going to play their Morbius, and they're going to discard an Apocalypse. Interesting. So they're kind of fitting the discard and Destroy decks together. I don't know how to feel about that, but alright. We have Vibranium and Lizard, and we can grow our Sunspot. We also will have a turn 5, where hopefully we can draw Khazar. So I would say let's play Lizard here. That's going to hedge either way. We'll get a bonus for Punisher, or we'll lower the power for Lizard. And let's go ahead and play a Vibranium here as well. Although it costs 0, we could just hold off. Yeah, let's just hold off since it's 0. If it was 1, I would say definitely play there. We're going to Carnage the Lady Sif? Are you crazy? That's nonsense. You should definitely never make that play. That's lower power than what you should be getting. Alright, so perfect. So we have Spectrum here. So Spectrum in this setup is going to give +2 to Namor. So if they don't make a play here, basically they are going to play their Apocalypse somewhere, most likely. So we want to be winning all 3 locations. So let's go ahead and Spectrum mid. And then that will give us a significant lead there. So let's go ahead and Vibranium left. Because it seems more likely for them to play into this, or Morbius to grow if they have more discard outlets. I don't think they have anything scary in their discard pile for like what, Lady Death, whatever that card is that brings them all back. Oh, they did go 1/1. They played Vibranium and their Apocalypse. Wait, oh, cards cost 1 less. Oh, I forgot that wasn't the last turn. Okay, they retreated, so we win. Okay, wonderful. I wasn't, like, super confident, so I didn't snap there, and I would have been fine playing Chavez mid. I think that was a great way to end the video. So hopefully you enjoyed. Let me go ahead and hop back over to the deck screen. Alright, so here's the deck we ended up with. I think the only card we didn't see throughout this was Armor or Mr. Fantastic. They both would have been great. I thought Punisher worked out very well here. But let me know what you think about this deck in the comments below. It appears that my formatting is a little bit off on this screen. My apologies. So have a nice day. See you later. Subscribe to the channel and have a great day.